Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you thinking to start your career in IT as a web developer? Then you should watch this video before you do anything. So, without any further ado, let's begin. Before I start the video, if you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. We are at the end of 2024 and today we are diving into a hot topic: learning HTML, CSS and JavaScript in 2025. Is it still worth your time and effort, or has AI made it obsolete? Let's find out. Web development has a long back history of evolution and evolvement. From the early days of static web pages to the dynamic and interactive sites or responsive site we see today. But whatever the new changes or technology were introduced, HTML, CSS and JavaScript have been the backbone of web very long time, with along other technologies of course. But with the rise of AI and automation tools, many are questioning if traditional web development skills are still relevant. Just one click and the description of the site, you can get fully functional website within a minute, ready to host. Now, most of the beginners or even developers are in dilemma. Shall we go with just AI or stick to the old school? In this video, we are going to break down AI web development versus traditional method. So, let's begin. First, let's talk about why learning HTML, CSS and JavaScript is still important. HTML is the foundation of any website. It's what gives structure to your content. CSS is what makes your website looks good and beautiful. It handles the layout, colors, fonts and overall styling. JavaScript, on the other hand, makes your site interactive. It brings your site to life with things like animation, form validations, and dynamic content updates. These three languages are fundamental. They give you complete control over your website's look, feel, and functionality. Plus, knowing these languages allows you to better understand and leverage various web development frameworks and libraries. Now let's talk about AI and automation. Tools like ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, and various website builders have made it easier than ever to create websites without deep coding knowledge. With AI, you can generate code snippets, get design suggestions, and even automate repetitive tasks. Website builders can help you create professional-looking sites with drag-and-drop interfaces. These tools are fantastic for quickly prototyping ideas or building small projects. But here's the thing. While AI and automation can help speed up the process, they can't replace the need for solid understanding of web development principles. Knowing how to code empowers you to customize and troubleshoot your site beyond the capabilities of these tools. Let's weigh the pros and cons of learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript versus relying on AI and automation. First of all, let's talk about pros of learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in 2025. If you build a website from scratch using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then you are not limited by pre-built options, proprietary tools, or external dependencies. Instead, you are empowered to build, optimize, and maintain a website that fully aligns with your vision. Whether it's a personal portfolio, an e-commerce store, or a large-scale web application, you can create a unique features based on your vision or adjust the layout exactly you have imagined. You can tweak text, spacing, colors, animations, and so on. When you control your code, you can optimize it for better performance and faster loading times. Web technology is always evolving, so you can adapt a new tool or technology which might come in the future. Learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript gives you a foundational grasp of how website and web applications work. You'll understand the structure, HTML, design, CSS, and behavior from JavaScript behind every web page, which helps you to demystify what happens when you interact with online content. This deeper knowledge empowers you to troubleshoot issues, optimize performance, and adapt to new tools or frameworks as you will already comprehend the core principles driving them. It also bridges the gap to learning advanced technologies like React, Node.js, or backend development. Ability to customize beyond pre-built templates. Pre-made websites builders often limit how much you can tweak a design. For example, you might not be able to adjust the layout exactly how you want or implement a unique feature. By understanding HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can build completely custom layouts, fine-tune the smallest design elements like spacing, animations, or responsiveness, and develop unique functionalities like interactive forms, custom menus, or dynamic content. Proficiency in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript opens the door to the wide range of career paths in web development, such as front-end developer, full-stack developer, or UI/UX designer. These skills are very high in demand across industries as nearly every business needs a functional and visually appealing online presence. Additionally, understanding these core technologies makes it better to learn popular frameworks and libraries like React, Angular, or Vue.js, further expanding your employability and potential for higher paying roles. Despite having more advantages of learning to build website or web application using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, there are few drawbacks too. Let's talk about those. Mastering HTML, CSS, and JavaScript takes significant time and effort, especially for beginners. While HTML and basic CSS are relatively straightforward, advanced concepts like responsive design, CSS animation, or JavaScript frameworks can be challenging and require consistent practice. Additionally, the ever-evolving nature of web technologies means developers need to invest in continuous learning to stay updated. This learning curve can feel overwhelming, especially for those balancing other responsibilities or starting without prior programming experience. Web technologies evolve rapidly with new tools, frameworks, and best practices emerging frequently. While HTML, CSS, and JavaScript form the foundation, developers must continuously update their skills to stay relevant. This includes learning new libraries like React or Vue.js, keeping up with browser updates, and adapting to change in design trends or performance optimization techniques. For many, this ongoing need to learn can be time-intensive and challenging to manage, especially in a fast-paced industries. Now let's talk about pros and cons of using AI and automation for web development. Let's discuss the pros first. AI tools significantly speed up web development by automating repetitive tasks and generating code for common functionalities. For instance, AI can quickly create layout, suggest designs, elements, or provide ready-made snippets for features like forms or animations. This reduces the time spent on manual coding and debugging, enabling developers to focus more on creative and strategic aspects of the project. For beginners, it can accelerate learning by offering immediate examples and solutions. AI tools make web development accessible to those with little or no code experience by providing user-friendly interfaces and automated solutions. Platforms like website builders or AI code generators can handle complex tasks such as creating responsive layouts or adding interactive elements without requiring the user to write extensive code. This allows individuals or small businesses to create functional and visually appealing websites quickly, even without formal technical training. AI tools are ideal for quickly building prototypes and small-scale projects, as they can generate designs, layout, and functional code in fraction of the time it would take to do manually. This allows developers and non-developers alike to test ideas, gather feedback, or showcase concepts without investing significant resources. For small projects, AI simplifies the process by eliminating the need of deep customization, offering practical solutions that are ready to use. AI and automation tools often operate within predefined templates or frameworks, which can restrict how much you can personalize your website. While they make creating basic layouts and features faster, achieving unique designs or complex functionality often falls outside their capabilities. For example, adding unconventional design elements or integrating specific APIs can require manual coding, which the tools may not fully support. This lack of flexibility can be significant drawbacks for the projects requiring a tailored or innovative approach. Relying on AI and automation for web development makes you dependent on the tools you use. If the platform changes its pricing, discontinues support, or restricts certain features, it can disrupt your project or require significant rework. Additionally, these tools may have limitations in keeping up with new web technologies, leaving you constrained by their capabilities. Without foundational coding knowledge, troubleshooting or adapting your project outside the tool's ecosystem can be challenging. When using AI and automation tools, you often rely on the system to generate code or make decisions for you, which can lead to superficial misunderstanding of how the website works. Without manually writing the code, you may miss out on learning core concept of HTML and CSS and JavaScript and web development principles. This lack of in-depth knowledge can make it harder to troubleshoot issues, customize features, or adapt to new technologies in the future, limiting your overall growth as a developer. So, what's the verdict?
In 2025, the best approach is to combine both.
Learn the fundamentals of the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to gain a solid foundation. Then, leverage AI and automation tools to enhance your workflow and productivity. This way, you get the best of the both worlds: the power of traditional web development and the efficiency of modern tools. What are your thoughts on learning web development in 2025? Let us know in the comment section. And as always, stay curious and keep coding.